What is going on, guys? This is Mr. DeLORIan with a brand new video. What we're doing is breaking down some new season 10 images that we just got from comicbook.com. I'll make sure to leave the article down below in the description, I think, where they basically show off all new images for season 10, over 50 images. And today what we're doing is breaking down all these images. And I will openly admit that there are some images in here that we've already seen before. They're just there's like kind of different angles of shots we've already seen before. So I'll basically be breaking down images that we've never seen before, or that are actually unique and cool angles, stuff that I think you guys want to see. So let's get into these images. So the first image right here is basically Beta and Alpha and a bunch of other Whispers and Walkers walking through the woods. This shot's actually pretty cool, and I think because obviously Beta and Alpha are together and everything. Like Alpha has on her mask, she has her knife and her shotgun and her holster, which actually looks really cool. Beta looks super badass as usual. It's just cool, super cool to see some Whispers and anything walking around with them. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this already, but I think it's really cool. Alpha has her mask on because, like I said, in like many instances that she didn't really have it on that much during season 9. So I'm excited to see her with like more of it on, in season 10. Second image is probably the most interesting out of this entire like slideshow images, which is basically Daryl staring right in Negan's eyes and everything, which is super cool because I don't think they've ever had an actual moment in season 9, and we will see them together in season 10. Negan's kind of looking at Daryl kind of, I don't even know what the type of look is. The look more so is kind of, I guess, scared, or he's kind of looking at him in a bit of like, a kind of Negan-ish look. I don't even know how to describe it. And Daryl, I can assume, is kind of giving a look of like, don't fuck with me or I'll kill you. Now obviously they're in Alexandria. Negan has his kind of like, prison outfit / kind of gardening outfit on. The next image we basically get Yumiko and Magma sitting on, I'm assuming, the stairs of, Hilltop. This does look like the Barrington house, but it could not be, whatever. It could be a house in Alexandria or whatever, but I assume it's the Barrington house in the Hilltop. The next image is basically Daryl and, Carol and everything in the woods. Daryl with his little cool punch or whatever. They're obviously looking at something. It could be a walker, it could be some Whispers passing by and everything, but Daryl looks serious and Carol kind of looks a bit concerned. The next image is Alpha, and like all of her Whispers, I think, walking through the dark and everything, and kind of like a field, kind of like staring at something, almost as if they're going towards a meeting. To meet Michonne and, a couple others at the Pikes, I think, because obviously that's been highly, like, shown in the trailers, is them all meeting at the Pikes. Because all the Whispers and Alpha do look like they are staring at something. The next image is probably the second most interesting one, which is Aaron with blood on his face and everything, with, like, the ball, his, like, badass spike arm. And it just looks really cool because he's, like, staring kind of ominously in the dark and everything, like, super cool. I do think this is from the scene that we see in the trailer. We all think, like, Negan is gonna kill, like, like, Aaron or anything, but realistically, this looks like, could it be after? Like, after that scene or whatever, where, like, Aaron's kind of looking at Negan like, oh, okay, fine, you saved me or whatever, or something, and he's like, oh, but I still don't trust you or whatever. It's kind of a funny moment, but, it's just, like, a really cool shot and everything from it, specifically that scene where, Negan, like, looks like he's about to kill Aaron or whatever, but I doubt he will. The next image is basically Ezikiel and Jerry and everything opening a door, like, of a shipwreck and everything, obviously near Oceanside because of the two girls and everything, and they look like from their Oceanside and everything. Obviously, it's near the beach, and that kind of looks like, I think, Sydney or whatever. I think that's what her name is from the Oceanside. Looks like they're just trying to clear out the boats or whatever, like, clear out any walkers nearby. The next image is actually kind of interesting because I think this is Dante right here, but it's also interesting because we see Gage right here in the background, and I guess he's gonna be fighting as the Whispers or whatever, which is it's gonna be really cool to see and everything, to see Gage, fighting, because obviously he lost 2 friends, well, actually technically 3 friends if you include Henry as one of his friends, I think, in the Whisper Pike scene. So he really, if you think I lost the most, unless you count the Highwaymen or whatever. But obviously Daryl and like a bunch of other people in the back of the thing are basically training this militia of basically Gage, possibly Dante, Alden, and this other guy, I'm not sure what his name is. Just all these people are being trained and everything for, like, obviously the oncoming Whisper War, which is super cool, because obviously it's near the beach and everything, a new setting. The next image is basically obviously in Oceanside and everything, and Luke has met someone inside Oceanside. There's actually a couple pictures of, like, Luke talking to this girl, and I could see a Luke romance, possibly. I'm not sure. This could just be him laughing with someone, whatever, but, you never know, actually. But it's cool and everything. They're tying something up and everything. I'm not sure. They could be making a cloth or whatever, because obviously Luke's always talking about the fine arts. But yeah, it's in Oceanside. Looks like Oceanside's actually built up pretty much, I think, as from we've seen in the trailers, I think, because obviously it has like all these gates and everything, all these spikes and like structures. We also get another shot and everything from a different angle and everything of them, like, like tying together their stuff and everything. It looks like they're making a cloth, and we get to see the girl's face and everything. They're both looking like they're having some fun and everything, making something inside the Oceanside like community, which is kind of nice and sweet and cool. The next image is yet again in Oceanside. We get to see RJ and Judith sitting at a table together, which is kind of cool and everything. They're sitting, and then we see this kind of like seashell, like kind of shelf in the background. You get to see them both sitting. It looks like they're using seashells as kind of playing materials. It looks like they're kind of like playing with like seashells on the table and everything, which is really cool. I think it's gonna be really cool to see them both, like, like socialize this season, or at least like just talk to RJ or whatever, because obviously I don't think we've really had an RJ and like Judith moment in season 9 or yet. So it's definitely interesting to see that in season 9, or no, season 10. The next image is we get actually a pretty close shot of RJ and everything, which, like, I don't know why, but it's kind of weird because he looks different from when we saw him in season 9 and everything, probably because he got a little bit older, unless it was a 3-month time jump or anything from season 9 finale to season 10 premiere, whatever. But you know, it's a cool little shot of RJ. Next shot we get basically Michonne kind of looking off in the distance at Slang, possibly RJ and Judith and everything sitting at the table, whatever. Judith could be telling RJ about her father or whatever, or about his father, whatever, and everything, and all this like cool stuff. Then we get another really cool shot. Basically, this is one of the sequences from, you know, the war thing where they're all in the woods and there's tons of fire, and Alden's basically taking out a walker right here. This is a never before seen shot or anything in the like the shots that we've seen before with, you know, the fire in the woods, anything in the big war. It's cool seeing Alden and everything looks super badass. Then next yet again we're gonna get a shot and everything in the woods with the woods on fire and everything. Michonne like, you know, standing badass, staring at the camera and everything, possibly looking at, you know, a group of walkers or whisperer coming her way. But it's really cool because it's night and everything, and there's tons of fire and it just looks super cool. Her with their like katana and everything bloody. The next shot we get Lydia basically standing in Alexander and anything. I'm assuming this is after the part where, or after or before the part where she's training with, you know, the stick, but she's sitting there training with some nunchucks and everything, which actually looks pretty cool. It'd be actually really cool if that was Lydia's weapon and everything, because obviously Michonne is the katana and everything, Daryl is his crossbow and everything. It'd be cool if Lydia had a stick or the nunchucks. But that was the last image of this, you know, kind of like all these like images and everything. All these images and everything were really freaking cool and everything. There was just, like tons of just cool and revealing shots and everything of all these characters. Then we got a shot and everything of Negan and like Daryl and everything confronting or standing near each other or staring at each other, kind of a bit of a confrontational style. We got to see like Judith and RJ talking to each other. We got to see Aaron or anything, you know, possibly facing off against some whispers or some walkers with like Negan, or facing against Negan. Just tons of cool shots and everything. So make sure to leave the link down below and everything to the article where you guys can go check out all the images, because like I said, there's a lot of repeated images or whatever, repeated shots from the shots we've seen before. But yeah, that was all I have for you guys today and everything. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and hope you found it informational or whatever, or informed, I don't even know. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video and everything. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, amigos, and peace out.